JBN, we keep you informed. Coming up in the news today, PNP Concerned, violent attacks against elected officials on the increase. Jamaican scammer jailed after threatening ex-CIA FBI director. Postmortem confirms Bloomfield died from multiple stabs. Man denies stealing phone while hiding device in his pocket. Man accused of attacking woman after her non-response when asked if she loved him. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. PNP Concerned, violent attacks against elected officials on the increase. The opposition People's National Party PNP is expressing concern that the government has decided to reduce or withdraw the security detail assigned to former ministers of government amid what it is said is an increase in attacks of threats against elected officials in the country. It is particularly troubling that while we're experiencing vicious attacks on our elected or former elected officials and heightened levels of threat, the government has proposed to withdraw or minimize the security details of former ministers of government, PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson said in a release yesterday. The concern of the opposition party comes in the wake of the killing of one of his former councillors. The PNP President, Dr. Peter Phillips, yesterday expressed shock and sadness at the killing of former councillor for the White Horses Division in St. Thomas, Madge Morris. This morning's sad news is particularly shocking as the party continues in mourning over the tragic death of our comrade and colleague, Dr. Linville Bloomfield, Member of Parliament for East Portland, who was murdered over a week ago at his home, said Robinson. According to the PNP General Secretary, the news of the former councillor's killing has compounded the dampened spirit and sorrow among the entire membership of the organization, who are preoccupied with the burial arrangement of Dr. Bloomfield. He said although she was not presently serving in the St. Thomas Municipal Corporation, she maintained her activism by serving the people of her community and parish through voluntary efforts. Robinson said the killing of the former councillor and PNP activist continues the catalogue of wanton acts of criminality across the country that leave too many individuals and families in mourning and rob the community and nation of its best talents. Continuing, he said, we therefore urge the security forces to do what is necessary to bring the perpetrators to justice. However, more importantly, we call upon anyone with information who can assist the police within the investigation to provide whatever information known so that those responsible for Madge's murder can be apprehended and brought to swift justice. Jamaican scammer jailed after threatening ex-CIA and FBI director. A Jamaican man who admitted to targeting the former director of both the FBI and the CIA in a lottery scam was on Friday sentenced to nearly 6 years in a U.S. prison. Keneal Aon Thomas, 29, has been in jail in New York and D.C. since his arrest in 2017 and is to be deported to Jamaica after serving the sentence. His attorney said he has been beaten multiple times in jail because of his nationality. The U.S. media network has reported that based on prosecutors' filings, Thomas threatened the former FBI and the CIA director, William Webster, and his wife Linda, that he would set their house ablaze or have a sniper shoot them in the back of their head if they didn't pay him thousands of dollars. After his arrest in late 2017, when he arrived in New York to visit a friend, Thomas pleaded guilty to one extortion charge. He admitted to threatening the Websters. At the sentencing on Friday, Chief Judge Beryl Howell of the District Court in Washington noted that Thomas had more than 30 victims and had collected hundreds of thousands of dollars from them. A postmortem performed on the body of Dr. Linville Bloomfield, the Member of Parliament for the constituency of Portland Eastern, has revealed that he died of multiple stab wounds. The police, who are continuing to collect statements from possible witnesses, say the knife reportedly used in the attack and other items removed from Bloomfield's house have been submitted to the government forensic lab for testing. Bloomfield, who represented the main opposition People's National Party PNP, was found dead at his home in Eastern in the Eastern Parish of Portland on February 2. Last week, the PNP announced that it was offering $500,000 reward for information regarding Bloomfield's murder. PNP General Secretary Julian Robinson told the news conference that anyone with information should come forward and assist the police. Robinson described the murder of the medical practitioner as one in a series of wanton acts of criminality across the country that leaves too many individuals and families in mourning and robs the nation of its best potential. The security of every Jamaican, regardless of their status, must be assured by the government. It is particularly troubling when someone such as Dr. Bloomfield, who was clearly an individual diligently serving his country and community, is slaughtered in this way, Robinson said. In a condolence message, Prime Minister Andrew Holness said that despite being on the other side of the aisle, we knew of his love for his constituents and Jamaica. Holness said he was shocked at the death, and the entire Jamaican Labour Party, family and Jamaicans are mourning. Man denies stealing phone while hiding device in his pocket. A young janitor was caught on camera stealing a cell phone from a drawer at the head office of telecommunication giant Digicel after he was sent during a cleaning job. Now has to fork out a small sum, which is twice the amount of the stolen device. Kevon Stedman, 19, of a Kingston address, was ordered to pay $25,000 or serve 4 months in prison by acting parish judge Chester Crooks after he pleaded guilty to simple larceny in the Kingston and St. Andrew Parish Court on Friday. The court heard that on January 4, the complainant left her company phone at work in a drawer, but on her return discovered it missing. She reported the matter to the security supervisor, who viewed the CCTV footage and saw the accuser taking out the phone. However, when confronted, the accused denied taking the phone even after he was shown the footage of himself stealing the phone. The police were then summoned, and when they questioned Stedman, he again denied stealing the phone but was searched and the phone was found in his pants pocket. When cautioned, he told the police that he had destroyed the complainant's SIM card and put his own in the phone. He also told the police, "At the phone there alone, me take." Man accused of attacking woman after her non-response when asked if she loved him. A man who attacked his child's mother and cut her in the face with a pair of scissors after she ignored him when he asked her whether or not she loved him, narrowly missed being remanded for psychiatric evaluation in the St. Andrew Parish Court last week. Acting Parish Judge Chester Crooks, after hearing the allegations, told Demanicia Campbell that he was going to revoke his bail and have him examined by a psychiatrist, but later extended his bail and warned him to stay away from the complainant. But prior to extending his bail, the judge said that he found it unbelievable that the accused was now before the court for injuring his companion, who had supported him unwaveringly when he was before the court recently, and who had influenced his decision to give the accused a chance. "Your baby mother came to court and sat there religious with you, and it was because of her why I gave you a chance, and this is how you repay her," Judge Crooks said. On Wednesday, when the case was mentioned, the court heard that on the day of the incident, the complainant was outside her house washing when Campbell said to her, "You don't love me," and she did not answer. It was further reported that Campbell then told the complainant, "May we stab you up 7 times, you know?" and she smiled. Campbell, who was armed with the scissors, then approached the complainant and stabbed her in the face and on the hand. However, Campbell's lawyer, Charles Williams, told the judge that his client was defending himself as the complainant had beaten him on his breast. "Show the judge the bite," the lawyer urged his client, much to the amusement of those inside the courthouse. According to the lawyer, it was a jealous situation with a third party involved. However, he told the court that since the incident, his client has moved out of the house living with the complainant but still pays the rent. Hence, Campbell was strongly warned not to contact or trouble the complainant. The accused, who is charged with unlawful wounding, is to return to court on March 8. PPV drivers required to wear uniforms come April 1. Come April 1, all drivers in the public transportation system will be required to wear uniforms. This is the directive from Transport and Mining Minister Robert Montague, who said the stipulation will help to bring order and discipline to the sector. "We have an opportunity to change the face of this industry. We're moving to chart a new course. "We are moving to make this industry garner the respect that it ought to get," he said. The minister was speaking at a transport stakeholders conference at the Jamaica Conference Center in downtown Kingston on Thursday. Montague argued that the level of indiscipline plaguing the transport system results to a great extent from several persons who should not be in this sector, treating it as a little hustle business. "The public only sees the bad ones. We now have a responsibility to put the best foot forward," he further contended. The minister said he is dreaming of a new sector where stakeholders consult each other and collectively work towards creating a system that is of first world standard. Montague said he is optimistic that the sector can be turned around by stakeholders who have earned the trust of their customers. "Every day, thousands of mothers hand their 6, 7, and 8-year-old children to the custody and care of a taxi or bus operator," he pointed out. In the meantime, Montague urged transport operators to explore opportunities to add greater value to their business and increase earnings. He suggested that they could offer their customers excursion services as well as Wi-Fi internet access, which he contended would serve to attract more clients. Additionally, the minister said operators could use their vehicles to display advertisements and indicated that he is in discussion with the Transport Authority to establish a framework that facilitates this. The average ride is about 15 minutes, and you have about 4 or 5 persons. You could hold them captive for that time. You can earn money out of that time, Montague pointed out. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to like, subscribe, share, leave us a comment, and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.